Kevin was at a private school for children with disorders like Kevin has, and he was doing quite well there. We were happy with the school. And Kevin was becoming increasingly involved in and wanting to know more about his Jewish heritage. So he said to me, he said, "Mom, I love my school, but it's not a Jewish school. Can you find a Jewish school for me?"
Connie had been in public school. She had a wonderful school setting, but it so lacked any kind of spiritual input that Connie began to feel lost.
It's actually difficult for him right now. My husband and I are coming back to religion. We're not 100% practicing. We observe the rituals of Friday night, and there's some conflict. So I think that that is causing him some confusion.
And she became very confused, and she began to wonder, who am I? And am I still Jewish?
We've always had a lot of questions about how are we going to bring religion to our family in a way that is enriching but doesn't seem overly restrictive.
Father, please tell me, I'm asking of you, why am I different? What makes me a Jew? How am I to know the right life to lead? Father, please tell me, what should I believe?
They come to us, I believe, because they want their children to be aware of Judaism. They want them to have a love of Judaism.
The great thing about being Jewish is that you have all the holidays you can shake a stick at.
Students from different levels of observance get to see there's all kinds of Jews. So it gives them a great understanding of that there's lots of people out there and lots of different kinds of Jews.
We bar mitzvahed a boy who had very little Jewish background, and he was able to go up to the Torah, and he read the brachas. And may I say that the men included, everybody had tears in their eyes.
My favorite subject, it's probably going to be Parsha, because it's always something exciting going on.
I'm really always amazed at the different levels on which Sinai teaches their students, because you have students who really are very textual learners, and they can learn Mefarshim, and that's the level on which they're taught. There are students who are never really going to be able to handle text, but they're not discarded as students.
Say yes.
Yeah. They're worked with, and their understanding is developed so that their feeling for and their knowledge of the material becomes very rich, very broad, and very deep.
That was perfect. We just finished a unit where Avram was leaving home, and what does leaving home mean to you? What does leaving home mean to your parents? Your parents probably left home.
I like whole wheat pita bread.
Shalit is essential in Sinai in the sense that it's our transitional program from high school into real life. This is where they're building on the skills that they learned in high school. They're living it out in real life. They're doing the cooking, they're doing the shopping, they're doing the community involvement.
Learning the mitzvahs that are special for Jewish women gives them a sense of, oh, I'm a special person within the Jewish community.
Davening is an important time for them to get that, to have that ability to talk to God, as well as we tell them anytime you feel you want a couple words of encouragement or it makes you feel better, God is always there and available to listen to whatever you have to say.
בשם השם אלוקי ישראל מימיני מיכאל.
Children who never davened before, never opened a siddur before, never put on a talis before, never put on tefillin before, are now doing it and loving every minute of it.
I like davening, yes, I do. I feel that it's an opportunity you have to just talk about your inner feelings and whatever. It's very comforting. I do.
please let me have a good day, Hashem. The one above me. The one above everyone. That's what I said in my head.
What's good that happened that you think Hashem helped you with?
I'm focusing better. Like, I haven't, before that, I didn't do that. I wasn't focusing so well. Now I'm focusing. He gives me a good brother and sister and good parents.
I like to daven for wisdom, one, and I like to daven for a person who's sick at the present time. Those are the two things I think are most important.
He gives me the gift of having both of my grandparents and both sets of my grandparents still alive. He's given me the gift of not being poor. I'm not a slave. And he's giving me so many gifts.
בשם השם אלוקי ישראל.
Our girls get very excited about the opportunity to do chesed for other people, to be involved in giving back to society.
I think it's one of their favorite times in the week if you would ask them, because they get to be in charge and to see that they have something to offer, and also that, you know, everybody in the world has some kind of disability. Everyone in the world has something that they need help with.
My favorite mitzvah is I help out every morning an autistic kid in Sinai who has trouble with finding pages in shul, and I help her out.
Makes me happy, and it makes me proud, and feels like I'm doing a very good gift for the other people.
Their feeling is that whatever Hashem wants is purely good, and that's what they want to be connected with.
That what's great about being Jewish is that we get to serve Hashem.
What they know is a love of it, a love of religion, and a love of Jewish life. So it's something that they thrive on.
I wanted to be in a Jewish school, so I love being in a Jewish school.
'Cause I found my place. Now I'm in yeshiva. Special space. Never thought I would find. Look at me. Oh, I'm a believer in yeshiva. I got pride. Yes, I found my place. Now I'm in yeshiva. Special space. Never thought I would find. Look at me. Yeah. Yeshiva. I'm a believer. No, I'm a believer in yeshiva.
Connie has just so blossomed. And you see that she is such a frum kid with such a wonderful neshama. And they've really given rise to a lot of meaning for her, and a lot of way for her to really express her spirituality.
Coming back through Kevin has been really wonderful for us, a very enriching and rewarding experience, and he brings so much life and enthusiasm and heart and soul to Judaism, and it's really been very beautiful for us. I have one other child, a daughter who's younger than Kevin, and it has affected her in that his enthusiasm for it is contagious, and he's gotten her very interested too, to the point that it wasn't clear that she was going to be going to a Jewish day school, and now she is.
Because the Jewish race is a race of very intelligent, cultured people, and it's like Benjamin Disraeli said, when your ancestors were climbing trees, I was a priest in the Temple of Solomon.
When we take away the standards of society, of who's the most beautiful and who's the most accomplished and who's the most talented in all sorts of different ways, and we ask the question of who's the most good, and when we look from the perspective of God down on the world and say who's making it and who's not, special needs goes out the window, learning disabilities goes out the window, because we have now a standard of objectivity, a divine system that makes so much more sense.
Listen, my child, it was long, long ago when we stood by a mountain, one nation, one soul. What we received is our very life's blood. Naseh v'nishma omeru k'yechad.
It's not just a story, a tale that's been told, a fable, a myth, or a legend of old. It's not someone's fantasy, theory, or whim.
It's what I believe,
And it's what I believe.
and it's what we believe.
Our kids really are truly good kids who strive to be better kids. We have the best kids. We have the best.